So blustery conditions for those who have hair. You can see it was moving. Luc Alfond also spoke to us at the start of today. He said lots of difficulties following Volkswagen. If I'm honest about that, that's true. We're obliged to push hard. So for VW, they've had no bad luck so far, and our luck, well, it can only get better. Already broke 2 clutches. A lot of repairs, but I'm not worrying. We're still looking very good. Robbie Gordon was looking superb yesterday, the stage winner. The Yank tank was back off the Hummer here. Tremendous speeds yesterday, a bit more technical today, and he did have a few more problems than he did yesterday, that's for sure. Setting off in hot pursuit was De Villiers, and he caught him, so did Sainz, and it was Robbie battling at every single moment, even over the railway tracks. He just doesn't care. Getting the stamp sorted out. Look at Sainz though. Oh dear, almost going round the wrong side and taking out the marshal there. So desperate was he to get his stamp. Thankfully, everyone got away safely. You can see that Sainz meant business. Look at the suspension travel on this Hummer. I want one. Difficult parking in Sainsbury's though, I reckon. Well, they're all within sight of each other. Sainz, De Villiers, Gordon was there as well. It was kind of a little party. Pederhansel was to join it just a little bit later on. The 03 car, Carlos Sainz, finished today in 3rd place. Lost the lead overall. I don't think he's going to lose it to anybody. Perhaps team chiefs anyway would want him to lose it to his teammate, and that's what he did. De Villiers was the stage winner. Robbie Gordon with his problems. Quite a few punctures. It was all about inflation and deflation of the tyres. Softer they are, the bigger the footprint going through the soft stuff. You have to remember to pump them back up though, because if you don't, you're liable to get a puncture, and he was suffering today. Look at the dust today. Tremendous. It was drier than yesterday. No rain maybe, but a few technical bits as well. Stefan Pederhansel was there, finished 2nd today, splitting the Volkswagens of Villiers and Sainz. Pederhansel, it was job done for him. Good effort. Well, visibility was starting to disappear. It wasn't all kicked up from the cars, but that wasn't helping matters. And the dunes were coming. Now, remember what we said to you about staying too close to your opponent. Don't follow the tracks because, well, if they get stuck, you might get out of it. And this is exactly what happened with Stefan Pederhansel and some others. There are routes through this. You just have to take them carefully. That's Carlos Sainz, who was ahead of him not very long ago. Sainz stuck on a little bank, as you can see, a little bit of camel grass. And yes, there were plenty of locals around here, and yes, he needed them. Sand ramps, not enough. Human effort required. And Sainz was out there, and so were his friends. 1, 2, 3, and off they go. No time to hang around and say thank you very much. You do have to go back for your sand ramps because there's only so many on board and you do need them. Just ask Carlos Souza more on that in just a moment's time. So here we were, back in the dunes. De Villiers being followed by Pederhansel. Or was it the other way around? They were swapping positions. Who was going to get stuck first? Well, they almost got into each other. Peder just banked off towards the left. He bedded in. And cheeky De Villiers, off he went. He managed to just keep the revs going and got away. Poor old Peder, stuck in the fesh. Not the biker, a little bit left. There he was. Oh dear. Well, it could have been a stage win if he hadn't got bedded in at that very moment. It was the crucial moment of the day. De Villiers going off for victory, and look how deep the sand was. Unbelievable. Iber Erik Tollefson, Quinton Evans, they came in 18th place today. Nick Tollefson and Alex Cole, 2nd of the Brits. They were down in 33rd place. And Paul Round and Martin Coulson in the Desert Warrior, the lead all British crew, 65th today. Great job. So when you finally do get out of the soft stuff, it must be an absolute pleasure. Matsuoka, he was absolutely livid yesterday. He was berating his mechanics, don't know what it was about, but we overheard it. Well, today, Matsu finished 4th, 2nd best placed Mitsubishi out there. And there were some other good rides as well. Alataya for BMW finishing 5th on the day. Tremendous effort by him as well. Atar 7th overall, and top BMW. Matsuoka 5th in the overall standings now. Luc Alphonse, well, he's had his miseries, hasn't he? And he does look a bit downcast, although he tried his level best to jimmy himself up for our interview live at the bivouac, which I know some of you have been enjoying. And we hear that Nani Roma is back in the bivouac, and that's a huge surprise when you see this. Everything's okay, we're okay, but the car is not, he's saying on the radio. Bang. As soon as the cars do tip, the beacons do go off, and the medical control and race control get in touch. That's who was talking to him right then, just to make sure he was okay. Tells everyone he was all right. And he's saying on the walkie-talkie now, we've reset the fuses, the relays, and it just won't start. We haven't got a car, he says. Well, they have dragged him back in to the Dakar bivouac, and he's just rolled by us, and we'll have pictures of that for you in just a moment's time. Well, Nani wasn't the only one who was in trouble out there. Jean-Joseph Gash stuck, and a whole host of others as well. The ultimate test, it's designed to be. Carlos Souza. Now, he was in a podium position at the start of the day, only 14 minutes down. He had a bit of problem. He and co-driver Andreas Schultz, we don't know whether they had a falling out. We'll find out in a moment. More on that in a second. These are the results of the day. De Villiers taking it ahead of Pérez Hansel, Sainz, Matsuoka and Atar. It means that overall things have changed just a little bit. Not too much, but De Villiers is on top with Sainz 1 minute 39 down. Pérez Hansel closing for Mitsubishi.
In the dunes, we nearly hit Stefan and almost got stuck because really the visibility was very bad, but we managed to get out. And then after the dunes, we saw that we were the first car, and then again we got a little bit lost towards the finish. Because of the poor visibility, so it was really a difficult day today.
As David Bennett said, we wanted to pass the dunes without deflating the tyres, save a couple of minutes. Then, of course, we got stuck, and well, it was a tactical error because we lost an awful lot more time than those 2 or 3 minutes by doing that. So everything went wrong from a tactical point of view. We expected to recover on the last part of the stage, but it was not the case. We finished in 2nd place. But he is 3rd overall now, just 24 minutes off the pair of VWs ahead of him. And Carlos saying at the beginning we managed to pass De Villiers and then the 2 buggies, but on the dunes we got stuck twice, lost quite a bit of time, and then we stopped to inflate our tyres. Anyway, despite that fact, lost 30 minutes while stopping, and well, you know, 5 minutes here or there can happen at any moment, he says. He only trails by 1 minute 39 overall. So, contento he is at the moment. It's been a good week. We're one of the front runners.